welcome. And I hope that you all had a very, 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 very Thanksgiving weekend. And some people are still traveling, and some people are still in airports, okay? So I feel sorry for them. I don't think they plan to be spending in the airports as long as they have been, but it's been really, really bad. But I have guests that are on here tonight. One of them used to come on with the veterans, okay? And him and his wife came on one other time, and so I finally asked him to come back because I just thought this was a good time of the year. We don't know what's getting ready to happen next year. Yeah. That at least if people need help, you know, that they can get in contact with you guys.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna have you introduce yourself, okay?
Okay.
Now, ladies before gentlemen.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Okay.
I am Dezarae Malone, the wonderful wife of Mr. Nevage Malone first, and owner, CEO, and visionary leader of Royal Tax and Financial Services based out of Upper Marlboro, Maryland.
Okay. And
I'm Nevage Malone. I'm from Prince George's County.
Wait a minute, hold up.
Oh.
The wonderful husband too.
The wonderful husband of.
How about that?
I live in Prince George's County. We live in Upper Marlboro, and you know, happy wife, happy life.
That's right.
There you go.
Yeah, you make a miserable wife.
Yeah.
Terrible life.
There you go.
Okay. So I'm glad to have you guys back. I'm so excited when y'all accepted this invitation to come back. Because,
Thank you for having us, Paula.
You have a new business, you know, now, and it's a good time to kind of let people know, basically, that people are having financial issues.
Yes.
And that tax time is getting ready to come around. And so it's a good time to put you out here, and if we need you to come back, you know, just before income tax time, then we can try to make that happen too. You know?
Okay.
Because a lot of people don't know private people that they can go to get their taxes done.
Yeah.
And they wind up going to these agencies, and sometimes they file their taxes wrong. And later on, they get a note from the IRS, and I mean, I've actually run into this. Has happened to people that from the IRS saying, "Wait a minute, hold up." And I'm not talking about the ones that advertise all the time, but I'm talking about like somebody told you, and so whatever, and then they owe more taxes, you know, with penalties. So I like to have people I trust to have on that I know that you're going to do a good job, and they don't have to worry about that concern. And if they need financial help, that they can get that as well.
Yes.
Now, did I say that right?
Yes. Yes. One thing that we take pride in is trust. And our character, we operate with integrity. We are a e-file certified and registered with the IRS. We do due diligence training, not just for ourselves, but all tax preparers under our organization. So compliance and due diligence is very key here at Royal Tax. So.
And if I didn't think that was so, you wouldn't be here. Okay?
That's right.
Because I mean, it's my name too that's going out there that I'm supporting you guys, and I'm saying, okay, these guys are good guys. I don't give you sang, dance, or wrote a poem, you know, same thing. But yeah, I just thought that it was great. I think that we might have gotten the right logo for you for your .com, but if we didn't, because there's a certain way you're supposed to send it. My iPhone doesn't usually do it, and I thought I did it right. But I got an update on my phone.
Oh, yes.
And it ruined everything.
We got that update too.
Did it take stuff off your phone too?
It was doing all kinds of stuff. I was trying to text somebody, it deleted it, and had me sending reactions and commenting on stuff that I didn't mean to say. It was pretty crazy. But I'm adjusting.
Yeah, I'm trying to. And then this calendar that they sent me, that they have, the front of it looks like a real calendar, and then when you click it, they got all these little color-coded boxes. I didn't ask you for those, okay? I just want to click on the day and I can read what I have to. I don't need you to, who asked you to color code something?
That's right.
You know, and I said,
Apple is something else.
They and then they took my Google Drive off, you know, and like I said, then when it updated this incident with the link, in a blink of an eye, it changed one group of shows to another group of shows. I've never been so embarrassed in my life. And I apologize to those people that received. But it was good though, because it was a dog show, and it was a very good pet show, and it was about, you know, dogs that are, you know, help people, you know, to be well, you know, those kind of
Okay.
dogs
Okay.
that you have.
Like a companionship
Yeah,
dog.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And so it was a good show, and you know, so he wasn't upset. It was just that it wasn't what
It
he was
wasn't his,
expecting.
right.
Okay. And everybody enjoyed it. Okay, but it wasn't what they was expecting.
Yeah.
Okay. But so I'm gonna try it out before I send it to you. Okay.
Okay.
All right. But you can also on
YouTube.
YouTube, and our channel is 11 is Verizon, and 7 is Comcast.
Okay.
And the 3 shows come on. He's going to do 2, so he's going to do the Let's Talk with Paula show and the Lady Nighthawk show.
Okay.
Okay, so even when you Google it, not Google, YouTube it, you need to put the name of the show.
Okay.
BCMC TV, Lady Nighthawk or whatever. So
Gotcha.
you can see it. And I give you permission to do.
Okay.
Okay.
Means a lot.
Yes.
But it's good. So what have you been up to? Because last time I saw you, you know, I mean, the veterans, everybody's doing something different.
Yeah.
You know.
And thanks for having us here today, Paula. I tell you, it's been a journey from last time being here to now. My wife and I have taken a comprehensive approach to be able to show financial literacy to people that look like us, act like us, sound like us, and bring a little bit of fun with it, because we know that the truth behind all the heartache and pain that we deal with day in and day out is communication, one, and then how to implement. So, you know, you can have all the information and people can tell you everything, but if you don't know how to implement it, we've learned how to create a comprehensive approach for people to be able to implement, whether it be credit, whether it be taxes, whether it be funding, because all of them come together.
Yes.
And one of the things that we've been focusing on was trying to create a seamless approach for individuals to be able to come to one place and get everything taken care of, just in case, you know, how you start is how you finish. And so if you start the wrong way, how can you finish in a way that you want to meet your short and long-term goals? So to answer your question, since, you know, I've left here with my fellow veterans and things of that nature, we've all been going on different journeys. So my wife and I, we decided, you know, we're going to go ahead and jump off this ledge. Not only are we going to be able to provide the resources that we need, but we're also going to be able to show people and teach them. Because it's one thing to be able to give people fish, but when you teach them how to fish and how to build themselves up, we found that, you know, most of the people that's around us are becoming more fortified financially. And once you're fortified and more strengthened on the financial aspect, you know, you also get mental clarity. And you don't have to worry about always digging into the emergency fund. So, you know, my wife, she's the guru. She, you know, she put it all together. You know,
He's going to try to give me all the credit.
Well, a happy wife, happy life. Okay. So,
Yeah.
but I know there's a joint venture.
Yes.
You know, which makes that good for people to see couples do things together.
Right.
Yeah.
That's also a good look, you know, because I just think that is good as many times as I can have a couple that comes on, that it does something for those folks that's out there watching television that are sitting at home alone, you know, or they haven't been able to make their marriage work, you know. Somebody just sent me a text the other day and told me that their parents were having their 50th anniversary, and I said, "Oh, well, you know,
That's
hats off to
beautiful.
them. You know, 50 years of being married to the same person is a lot." And you know, to have a business together, because a lot of times they say you can't do a business with your family, and so every time I can show you that that's a story, okay, that it can happen, then it gives you some encouragement and think about, you know, what you want to do. As a family and as a family unit. And then it also helps you to have generational wealth, okay, because it stays within your family.
Yeah.
And, you know, you pass it on to your family that's helping you build it up along the way. And Attorney Bell, you know him from,
Absolutely.
he always talks about generational wealth, and he's always trying to encourage people to, learn how to do their finances and, take seminars and take classes and things like that,
Yeah.
It's funny that you say that, with family and business, you have to have humor and bring in some type of interaction. So one of the things my wife and I have identified with creating a business is treat it like a baby. And what I mean by that is that way it doesn't separate you, it brings you together, because we both have to pour into this baby.
Yes.
The more we pour into the baby, the more the baby grows. And eventually the baby will take care of you if you nurture the baby properly. And that's what we do. We try to educate our peers, or people that are coming to us for advice and things of that nature. My wife would say a happy client is a happy business, because if your clients aren't happy, then your business isn't happy.
And if your workers aren't happy, your business is not going to be happy.
That's right. That's
it
right.
all goes hand in hand.
That's right. Everything with respect to, we have tax preparers on the tax side, but we also have consultants on the business side with respect. Speaking of generational wealth, generational wealth is one of our signature services, because we teach families how to eliminate their debt, including their mortgage in 10 years or less, while building their own banking system in their family, meaning all that money that they're spending on interest going outside of the house is now coming back into their households. So we're talking about legacy building, debt-free, retiring on time or early, being able to travel, and being able to enjoy life now instead of worrying about what's going to happen when you're no longer here. So that's one of our signature services that we also offer.
Oh, but that's just fantastic.
Yeah.
Donald Bell, you need to talk to him, because he's an attorney for people in foreclosure and bankruptcy.
Okay.
So if you could probably tag in or talk to him, say, how can we help? Can you refer people to us, so that they, if they make it through this, that it will never happen again.
Yes.
Because that's one thing to get those things resolved, and going on, you think that everything, but you were never that baby that got nurtured. Going back to your concept, so you're going to do the same old bad habits, and so we, like you said from the very beginning, people that look like us, we need to learn how to.
If I may.
Yeah, go ahead.
The funny thing is just like how we are speaking about that baby in your business, sometimes we are that baby in the business. And when we're looking at bankruptcy, we're not looking at, we want to cure the baby, or our business or ourselves, and bring us back. We just rather blow it up, and versus address the circumstances that we have, because as my wife was saying, we come with a comprehensive approach to show you how we can eliminate all your debt in a non-traditional way.
Yes.
You thought you heard everything until you hear what the 1% have been hiding for so long.
And it is our duty and obligation to get this information out to people, our communities, to ensure that the same information that the 1% have, we have it as well. And a lot of people, when we talk about blowing it up or saying, I can't do it, I don't think that that's what they want to do.
No.
I just think that they just don't know what else to do.
Yeah, and that's it. That's it. They don't know what else to do. It's just like in this election, they said they had a number of black men that voted for the elect. And I've been doing research. I just talk to people all the time. And during the last 8 years, just talking to some of the black men that I've approached about that subject, they say, oh, I had more money when he was in office than I've had in a long time. And I said, well, did you ever think about who was holding you up in the past because of the Congress and the president? if you don't have the Congress that the president needs to back him and support him, then you're not going to get the bills and the finances that you need, or resources that you need to move ahead in life.
Right.
And so you want to blame it on one person, but you can't. You have to go back and look at Congress and see what they're doing. What did they pass or what they didn't pass? What affected you, you know, during that time, or didn't affect you during that time?
Correct.
You know, because it was a lot of things that Obama was trying to get passed, but he couldn't get them passed.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that would have made you have those same type of profits when that president came into being.
Right.
You know. So I was kind of disappointed when they gave the percentage of black guys that voted for the elect, and the reason is because they felt like they were more financially able. But now here, were you still financially able 4 years after he was gone? See, now they mad because they're not financially stable now because nobody showed them how.
Correct.
Right.
And
Your financial circumstances now, there is some topsy-turvy, right, depending on what vehicles you're using. For example,
that's the key.
you know, this concept that we speak of with the debt-free, we call it the debt-free navigator. This product specifically is not tied to the market. So you have people who are really, you know, they're savvy investors, they like to take risks, but this concept is for people who they're just not willing to take risks. They're in a place where they want to get comfortable. They want to have guaranteed smooth sailing. So it's all about your risk tolerance, you know, and what volatility you're looking to avoid with respect to the market.
Right. And then I found that they were going to people that were showing them how to use the stock market or how to invest in gold and platinum, you know. And, you know, if you're a new person with a new concept and something you were never taught, then you need to make sure before you start making those investments out there to make sure that you can make them and still pull that money in. Not for a short period of time, but for a long period of time. And that's why I think you guys, what y'all do is so great, because you not only do my taxes, you know, to say per se, but you also going to make sure that I'm financially stable, mentally, physically, and spiritually.
That's right.
You know,
that's right.
And from that, then you can teach someone else, or you can bring somebody else into the fold. You know, but if you're just looking at and somebody's trying to show you what they're doing, and they haven't been doing it as long as you have. You know, what's the end result? What's going to happen? You know, if you don't go out and reach to some people that have the knowledge and the skills. So I think that it's important for people to see. That's why I try to bring all ethnic groups on this show. All types of shows, and so that people can see that we all live in a diverse world. We all have talents, you know. I don't care what color you are, where you're from. You know, we have something that we can give. And if people would just allow us to give and stop being so judgmental, you know, oh, well, that's a black-owned company. I'm not fooling with them. They don't know what they're doing. Well, you don't know because you never gave me a chance. You know what I mean? Well, I might have been doing better than the man. Come see me. Because let me show you how much money I can get you, okay? You know, and it might not be a whole lot, but at least I got you more than what you had, you know. For the last 3 years, you've been going to John Doe. You understand what I'm saying? So
and you don't have to worry about, you know, IRS knocking at your door. Believe it or not, this year, 2024, the IRS hired over 80,000 agents with respect to audits and compliance reviews. And we can honestly say that Royal Tax did not have to worry about that problem. You know, all of our clients can have anyone knock on their door and they'll be able to provide what's necessary to pass their audit. So again, it's very important that you are able to trust and you do your due diligence when choosing your financial advisor or your tax preparer. And it's very good to, if you can, of course, that's why we have, you know, our suite our financial suite of services, because you shouldn't have to go over here to get your taxes done, go over here to get your bookkeeping done, go over here to get your insurance policies, go over there. You should be able to get everything with one person who is skilled and has the knowledge and the skill set to be able to take care of your whole financial portfolio, not just for you, but for your family, your children, and ensure that everything is in place.
A one-stop shop.
That's right.
You know, and you know, we don't have that many. You know, and so the word has to get out. Here we are.
Yeah.
You know, and and if I can teach you, then I can teach you how to teach somebody else. You know, and we can all grow together. You know?
Speaking of growth, I mean, the biggest misconception is the word retirement. And, you know, without a plan, we're chasing years and time. And we're doing all these, and then we say, well, retirement can be a dollar amount. With our comprehensive approach, we actually create a plan to show you how long it will take for you to do that with how long you worked all the way up until this point. And she'll put it in her system, her magic wand, and it, and you know, you just follow the blueprint, and you can just, you know, instead of you taking 20 to 30 years to pay off that house, how about 8 years? And it's really doable with this approach.
Yes.
And there's been people that I've run into that have tried to get people to use that concept. But the risk factor of not knowing how to educate them about I'm not faulting them, but I'm just saying the not having that one-stop shop, and you handing me this, you know what I mean, to do that. But then, okay, I get moving along, but now you're not there to help me grow.
Yes.
To nurture that baby you was talking
That's
about,
right.
you know. Whereas it's better if you have a company that can do all.
Correct.
Then, you know, if you have a problem, then you become familiar with the people that you're working with. You know. And if you have a good track record, then you know that I'm going to a top-notch A1 facility.
That's right.
And now I'm going to refer you to them, you know. So it was really important that this is the time of the year that you guys needed to be here, because now we're at the end of the year. And we don't know what next year is going to look like. It's a lot of crazy things that are going on now, and I think that what you're talking about with internal revenue, I think that was put in place 4 years ago. Okay, not this presidency, but well, let's say 8 years ago.
Yeah.
That was put in place for it to come back around as a time such as this. Okay, because there's so many things, and I can't prove that. That's my opinion. I mean, but I'm looking at TV, I'm watching television, and I'm paying attention to what's going on. I talk to people all the time. It drives my son crazy. I talk to people all the time, and meet so many different people, and just to tell what's going on with you right now, you know. And it's really sad, because there's still a lot of depressed people that are out here. You know, mental health has been going on for a minute, but you know, it's really, really rapid right now because of the circumstance, because you don't know what there is to come.
Yes.
You know, we have a person talking about doing away, and see, that goes back to your theory with retirement.
Correct.
Being able to pay your house off in a short period of time, okay? Because we don't know. They're talking about doing away with Medicare. They're talking they're doing away with Social Security. Now, what did you do? You think all the old people are going to drop dead? You know, because that's their income.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So what if you get away with that, doing that to that system, what are these people going to do and going to live off of?
But not only that, Paula, what about when people get sick and they get chronic illness?
Oh, yeah.
And they have all these type of things, these barriers that's preventing you from reaching those goals now, because now you're getting older and you can't make up the time. With this
Chronic illness, terminal illness.
Okay, so I'm glad that you guys said that, because this is getting ready to be, in 2 days, the end of you to be able to reach out and change your Medicare, okay? And you have until December the 7th. Okay, so I'm so glad you brought that up. And so do your homework, and it goes back to what you said about pre-existing conditions, okay?
That's right.
When you give your zip code out to these folks, make sure that you ask them, because Congress passed a law, in PG County I know, that they cannot ask you for, if you change it from one company to the other, they cannot ask you about pre-existing conditions, okay? It's taboo, against the law. They cannot ask you. You're supposed to have guaranteed acceptance. If you live in the right zip code right now, and that some of you probably, you can change again. You got 2 days to get back on that phone and check and see what's going on. Because some of those premiums are higher, and they should not be. AARP, I'm just saying, I'm going to write you a letter, because I really got some feelings about what I'm hearing is going on with these people out here, with these companies that you, but one company in particular that you endorse, that I will not say their name on the air because I do not want to get sued, okay? But I'm just saying to you that you need to go back and revisit those people that you are saying that they backed by AARP, because people get suckered in by that name and they go with an insurance company that's backed by you. So please go back and look and see who you are endorsing, okay? Because it's very important. Might not make it this time, but I think next go around we'll have better education, and education is everything,
That's
okay?
right.
The other thing is, so that's more important for you to know, your zip code, to make sure if you're changing insurance companies that you say to them, am I guaranteed acceptance, okay? Because it's not just for life insurance, it's for your health insurance this year. They cannot use pre-existing conditions against you, okay, if you want to change from one insurance company to the other, or the insurance company that you have. Maybe your insurance lapsed, okay, now you're trying to pick it back up again. Then they want to charge you this exorbitant amount of money, okay, that they lost. So with that, I'm just saying, I send out condolences to the family for the guy that got shot for the United Healthcare last night. So I take out, you know, he's been on the job for like 3-4 months. I send my condolences out to their family. There's all this killing and robbing and stuff in the city, in our surrounding areas. Those young boys out there robbing people from time that they're going to work, 6:30, 7, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning down there in Capitol Hill. You know, little kids, 2 little kids, 3 and 5 got shot. The man walked to the school and shot them. This has to stop, okay? The hatred in this country and the division that's being brought to this country. We believe in a living God, at least I do, okay? And if we stick together, we will go far. Like these folks here, they can show you financial stability. So please, at the end of the credits, and please look at the credits so that you know how to get in contact with them. Real quick, because we got 54 seconds, give me the phone number where they can call you.
240-644-8177.
Okay, now give me the website right quick.
Go ahead.
It's Royal Financial Services, and that's ROYALE Financial SVCS.com.
Okay, and so phone number one more time.
240-644-8177.
Okay, the name of the company?
Royal Tax and Financial Services.
Okay, so with that, I want to thank you. You know, it'll be in the credits as well, because whatever you send me, I'll put in the credits. So
Yes.
guys, look at it in the credits if you did not have it. And thank you guys for coming.
Thank you for
Thank you
having
for
us.
having
And
us.
thank you, audience, for watching. Be blessed and be safe out there.
Yes.